2010. Hope you're doing wonderful. Merry Christmas. I hope that if you are celebrating today, you have a wonderful time with your loved ones. If you celebrated last night and Christmas Eve, then I hope that you had a wonderful time with your loved ones as well. Today, like I said, is Christmas, and I'm actually heading to work later today. Yesterday, I finished a 2-day trip and I got back around, I want to say like 5:30-ish, if I'm not mistaken. It gave me enough time to just come home and kind of unwind, because yesterday was just a long day. It is currently 8:49 in the morning. My report time is at 12:09 today, and I am going to be working 3 flights. I am totally okay with working the holidays today, mainly because I will have New Year's Eve with my family. My family is all together back home in Puerto Rico, so at least that makes me happy that, you know, they're all together. Serena is currently here in Orlando, and I asked her if she wanted to come over for a Christmas breakfast. Now, she did message me that she didn't get to her hotel until 4 a.m. I just feel bad for her, because she was like, I'll set up my alarm for 8:45. She messaged me, but she's barely had any sleep, and she is working a super long term today. So I'm just gonna tell her to really just go to sleep, because she'll need it. I took so much time off that I really needed to come back to work, and I am getting paid double time today. You know, it wasn't a super early report time. Yesterday I was able to get back, you know, at a decent hour, so it worked out well. But right now, I think I'm gonna start making breakfast and talk to Serena. What I'm gonna do is actually start making breakfast and stop saying that I am going to make breakfast. And then I'm gonna start getting ready so that I can go to work today. Just spoke with Serena, and she said she's coming over, and I told her she could come over just for breakfast, and then I can drive her back to the hotel. I know she has a long day today. She's doing a Portland, Maine turn. And I said, you know what, you can at least come over for breakfast, and then I'll drive you right back, because the original plan was for her to come over, and then I was going to drop her off at her hotel when I was on my way to the airport. But I mean, it's only 9:37. I don't need to be at the airport until at least 11:30 for my 12:09, or no, maybe like 11. So yeah, about an hour or so, but that's an hour that she can sleep. So yeah, and her report time is not until later. I think it's like 3 p.m. I'm approaching her hotel now, and then just going right back to my place to have a nice little Christmas breakfast. Good morning and welcome to the next day. I'm currently in Houston, and I decided to come on here to kind of chat with you fairly quickly. I promise I won't take long, but so many things have been happening these past few days, with working back-to-back 3-4 flights a day, having very minimum rest, and then my little time just trying to continue with my move and getting the stuff that I need. So these past few days have been very difficult in terms of just having time to dedicate time to my vlogs and my YouTube channel, and I feel so bad that this year has been like this. I keep comparing Vlogmas the previous 2 years. Obviously my life looked a lot different the past 2 years that I did it, from being on reserve and just sitting at home all the time to, you know, just moving, traveling, having a whole schedule. And so let's just say that time management this year looks a lot different than it did the previous 2 years. But last night was very difficult. So today is December 26th. Obviously yesterday was Christmas Day. Everything started so well. Like, the crew and I met at the gate, and you know, I never flown with them. 2 of them are classmates, and I think they know the other guy. But everything started so well, and you know, we were all getting along. We're all around the same age range. We're also around the same seniority. We do our first flight, and we were to Santo Domingo. Obviously, the boarding process was just too long, and everyone's excited, and it's a holiday. Long story short, on our flight back from Santo Domingo, we had a medical emergency that wasn't really a medical emergency at first, but then turned into a medical emergency, and then we hit bad turbulence. So that was totally not expected, and it it was just a lot happening at once. When we get to Orlando, we were met by paramedics. They took the passenger, and then we had to continue on to work a flight here to Houston. Now we were on the other side of the airport. We had to clear customs to then go to the other terminal and then start boarding this flight. And then passengers were already waiting there when we got there. They're all like, why are you late? And I'm like, if only people knew what we just went through, they'd probably be grateful that we're still here. And so we got 2 new flight attendants when we got on board, and it's their very first flight, so they just graduated, and you know, they were all nervous and stuff like that. So we also wanted to make sure that they're doing good, so we're taking care of that as well, make sure that they're all calm and not nervous. But we got to Houston, I don't know, maybe like at 12:30 last night. So our rest was now less than 12 hours. Our van is at 11 a.m. and we do 3 flights today. We go from Houston to Orlando, and then we do a New Orleans turn, and we don't get back to Orlando until like 10:30 p.m. So today's gonna be another long day, and then tomorrow I just have a day off before I work for 5 consecutive days again. These trips are good trips because they're productive, but it's minimum rest, and by the time you get to your bed, you probably have, I don't know, maybe 7-8 hours if to rest, and it's just not fun, not great. I was thinking about how much time off I have and how many days I have to work, and it's just not really gonna work for me to continue doing Vlogmas. So I think this is going to be the very last Vlogmas for this year. I think it's too soon for me to say whether or not I'm going to do it next year, so I'll decide next year. But this year was a bit challenging, and still I had a lot of fun, you know, doing it and bringing you guys along. So I hope that for all 20 Vlogmases, you guys had fun and enjoyed them. And I know a lot of you guys were so happy about the Europe trip, and I had a lot of fun bringing you guys along. So I think I'm just gonna have to finish with Vlogmas at day 20 and just close on this year. So if you enjoyed this season of Vlogmas, go ahead and smash that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe, and I'm going to see you next Sunday at 9 p.m. for another flight attendant video. Take care.